Friends Explained, Season 4, Episode 12, The One with the Embryos. We're in Season 4 of Friends. Phoebe has agreed to be a surrogate for her half-brother Frank Jr. and his wife Alice, who can't conceive on their own. Meanwhile, Joey and Chandler's pet chick has matured into a full-blown rooster that crows at dawn, and the girls next door are losing their minds over it. This episode splits between a high-stakes trivia game and one of the most emotionally loaded fertility storylines the show has done.
So this episode opens with Rachel getting woken up before dawn because Joey and Chandler's chick has basically gone through puberty and is now a full-blown rooster crowing at sunrise. The vet confirms it, and the guys desperately want a second opinion because they don't want to give him up.
Classic denial. But what really gets the episode rolling is the guys proving they know the girls better than vice versa. They name every item in Rachel's shopping bag without looking. 5 for 5.
Monica absolutely cannot let that stand. She demands a proper rematch with real personal questions and puts $100 on it. Ross ends up as quizmaster, and honestly, this is his Super Bowl. Categories, point values, the whole production.
He clearly sprinted home to make those questions. The man has been waiting his entire life for this moment, and he is savoring every second of it.
The quiz itself is great. Joey knows Monica's biggest pet peeve is animals dressed as humans. Monica knows Chandler is terrified of Michael Flatley. And Joey randomly guesses Althea for the dead grandmother and somehow nails it.
And then Rachel completely blows the TV guide question. Their subscription comes addressed to a hilariously wrong name, and she just guesses the normal version. Monica is livid because they steal that magazine every week, and she absolutely knew the right answer.
It ties 9-all, which triggers a lightning round. Monica raises the stakes. If the girls win, the guys give up their birds. But Chandler counters with the apartment, and Monica shakes on it without even glancing at Rachel.
That handshake is insane. Rachel is standing right there trying to pump the brakes, and Monica just overrides her because she physically cannot back down from a competition. She's gambling with someone else's home and doesn't even flinch.
The lightning round is brutal. The guys nail everything. Big Fat Goalie, Rachel's claimed and actual favorite movies, those 11 towel categories. Then the girls completely choke on Chandler's job.
Rachel is spiraling through guesses. Something with numbers, processing. He carries a briefcase and lands on a completely made-up word. The clock runs out, and that's not even a real word. Nobody watching knew his job either, to be fair.
So the apartment swap is official. Joey calls dibs on Monica's room using shotgun rules, and Rachel flat out refuses to move. It was just a game, a stupid bet. But they absolutely would have taken the birds if they'd won, so the bet stands.
And somehow the whole thing is Rachel's fault. Can we talk about how Monica gambled Rachel's home without permission and then turned around and blamed her for losing? That is genuinely cold.
Peak Monica. Cannot lose. And when she does, someone else takes the blame.
Unreal. Okay, what about the other half of this episode?
Phoebe at the fertility clinic. They're implanting 5 embryos, which sounds like a lot until the doctor explains that 5 still only gives a 25% chance.
Only 25%. Those are brutal odds for everything they've put into this.
It costs Frank Jr. and Alice $16,000. Every penny they have. One shot.
The pressure on Phoebe is enormous. The doctor has no real advice for her, and Frank's helpful suggestion is to try what worked for girls at his high school. But the moment before the transfer, where Phoebe is with the embryos, introducing herself, promising to keep them safe, that's genuinely moving.
The first test comes back negative. Phoebe flips upside down in a chair to let gravity help. Medically meaningless, but emotionally perfect. Then Frank and Alice show up with a drugstore test. Everyone's keeping expectations low. The apartment fight is still raging in the background. And Phoebe walks out beaming.
Frank Jr. just completely falls apart with joy. Out of context, his reaction would sound totally wrong, but in the room, it's pure happiness. The apartment fight evaporates instantly.
Temporarily. The tag has Rachel opening a drawer in the guy's old place and screaming at whatever's living in there, while Chandler and Joey are discovering the girls' closet space like they've moved into a palace.
Raw deal for the girls in every way. But Phoebe got the win that actually mattered.
Phoebe is pregnant with Frank and Alice's baby. Apartment swap locked in. Guys across the hall now. Chandler's job remains a total mystery.